Hello and welcome to nPulse, a new social teaching tool made for presenters with students' needs in mind. nPulse is a tool that helps students rate their own personal level of understanding in class, ask questions in class, vote on previously asked questions, participate in group discussion, and most importantly, answer iClicker questions without the need of an iClicker. In this tutorial, we will go over signing up, joining a class, participating in a class, and finally using the review session. To begin, click on the Login button located at the top right corner of the screen. If you are a professor and would like to sign up and use this tool, please contact AminNikdel at gmail.com for further information. After the login page has loaded, click the Student tab on the side if it has not already been selected. From there, you will see a drop-down menu called Join Session. From this drop-down menu, choose the class you would like to join. If the class has just been started, refresh your page and the class should show up. From here, you can choose your preferred method of login. By choosing either Facebook or Google login, you will have the advantage of participating in class discussion, vote on class questions, get your own personalized review section, and have the ability to get questions that were asked by you or voted on by you, answered back, and seen in the review panel. If you choose Facebook or Google login, you will be directed to a page that will require you to sign into Google or Facebook. If you're already signed in, then you will skip this process and be automatically directed to this page, which will require you to enter your net ID, which are the characters right before the @ sign in your CleansU email address. This will be used in marking of iClicker questions. Once the terms and agreement have been read and signed, you can go and click Go to Class. You will only have to do this step once. Every other time that you press the Google or Facebook login, you will be directed to your class. This will direct you to a page similar to this. Depending on the device you're using, the presentation might not be visible, but only available for download. On the right side, you will notice a knob. Depending on the number of metrics your professor has chosen to trend in class, that many knobs will appear. These knobs are interactable and can be moved around. This knob, for example, represents your current level of understanding. If you are feeling that you are having a low or high level of understanding, you can change this knob to an amount you see fit. By doing this, you will be telling your prof in real time how well you are grasping the content. From here, you will have noticed the chat or discussion window at the bottom right corner. If you're on mobile, this will be a tab on the top of the page. Here you can discuss a variety of topics with your classmates or ask them questions if your professor has turned on this feature. At the top of your window, you will also notice a tab called Questions. Here you can directly ask questions to your professor where they will be to see your questions. Depending on your professor, other students' questions might also appear here, where you will have the opportunity to vote on that question, which will also indicate that you have the same question. On the same note, professors can also ask you iClicker type questions that will pop up like this and be answered like this. At the end of the lecture, you can either leave the class by going back to presentation or feedback tab and pressing the leave class button, or wait until the professor ends the class. Either option will cause this pop-up to appear, which will ask you to rate the entire class and as well leave any comments you may have. Please note, if you ever go to another page or click on something by accident, at the very top right corner of the page you will see To App. By clicking this button, you will instantly be taken back to your class. After all this, you will be brought back to the original screen and your participation in the class has ended. Depending on your sign-in method, this tool will have created a podcast and personal review page just for you. This can be accessed by going to the Review tab of the Student Welcome Page tab like this, clicking on your method of login that you used for class, choosing which course you attended and the session you'd like to review, and after which a page similar to this should show up. Here you can see your star rating and comments that you left for class, the video podcast, and your personal performance during that class, which is in your detailed summary tab at the left-hand side. Questions that you asked, which are in the question tab at the left-hand side, with any answers from your professor. And lastly, the lecture notes, which are in the presentation tab at the left-hand side. After you're done reviewing and going over everything you can, log out using the Logout button on the top right corner of the screen and close the window. If you have any questions, concerns, feedback, or suggestions, please email AminNikdel at gmail.com. If you run into an error or bug, please take a screenshot and attach it to your email. Thank you for using nPulse and helping create the future of social learning.